Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. I ran out of breath right there. I need you to smash the like button so I can get more oxygen to my lungs. Today I'm going to show you a Waves plugin that you need for vocals. In my opinion, this is the best plugin I've used for vocals. If you had to buy one plugin right away, this is probably that plugin because regardless of the DAW that you're in. If you don't know me, I'm Game from BusyWorksBeats.com. We've trained over 800,000 producers around the world. Some have gone to work with Drake, Kanye West, Post Malone, Ariana Grande, Ray Shremmerd, French Montana, NBA Youngboy, YG. I'm missing a whole bunch of people. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is show you in Logic Pro specifically, but it's a Waves plugin, so you don't need Logic Pro. This is on the pre-hook. And the one plugin, if I turn it off, I'm gonna turn it on and off, but here's what you're gonna get, the results. I'm turning off the beat just to protect the producer.
Yeah, ayy, back it up. How a lot of cash keep acting up. She a whole fan, can't make it up. You a homemade bitch, clean it up. Ayy, acting up.
So it's like a Meg Thee Stallion type song, Cardi B type song. So what happens is if I turn off the RBox, it sounds kind of bland. It doesn't sound in your face.
Yeah. Ayy, back it up. How a lot of cash keep acting up. She a whole fan, can't make it up.
See how it feels like tucked and pushed back? Here's with the RBox.
Whole lot of cash, she can back it up. She a whole fan, can't make it up. You a homemade bitch, clean it up. Sip on this like Fiji, got him hooked.
I'll turn it off again.
Still got him hooked. He say I make it look easy. Hop on the
we're on the wrong track, my bad. So let me turn it off one more time.
Yeah.
Here's without RBox.
Back it up. How a lot of cash keep acting up. She a whole fan, can't make it up. You a homemade bitch, clean
Here's
it
with.
up. Ayy, acting up. How a lot of cash, she can back it up.
See how I pulled it right there?
Make it up.
So let's look at the settings specifically. A lot of people are afraid to compress. And one thing I want to give you permission to do is compress your vocals, like a lot. Until it sounds like bitey and like very airy, like squashed air. Until you get that sound, I say push your compressor.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling this down pretty hard. We're taking out almost 6 dB of attenuation there. So, and then I pull the gain down so it's not super like loud and level, but it pulls that volume to be more linear across the board. Now I wish you could hear the beat because without RBox, this vocal sounds like it's disappearing in the beat. And one thing that you'll notice that when you get done mixing and you export it to your phone or whatever, you can hear back and you're like, why does my vocal sound like it's just tucked? And this is the one plugin that I was like, oh, I gotta push RBox harder. So don't be afraid to push your vocals harder through RBox. That's something that I had to give my mind permission to do because it's counterintuitive. So if I turn all the plugins off, of course we're not gonna get, let me just show you where we started. This is like absolute no plugins.
Yeah, ayy. Back it up. How a lot of cash keep acting up. She a whole fan, can't make it up. You a homemade bitch, clean it up. Ayy, acting up.
It sounds cool, but it needs to be cleaned up and it needs to be louder so that it can compete and get next to the beat because the beat is really loud. So I had to add all this stuff, regardless of the whole vocal chain. Here's what the RBox is doing is pulling it out from being in the background to the forefront.
Yeah. Ayy, back it up. How a lot of cash keep acting up. She a whole fan, can't make it up. You a homemade bitch, clean it up. Ayy, acting up. How a lot of cash, she can back it up. She a whole fan, can't make it up. You a homemade bitch, clean it up. Sip on this
so again, this video is really to give you permission to add more compression to your vocal. If I showed you other things in the chain, again, this video is really to show you that RBox can do a lot, even without, let me turn off all my other compressors. And where are we at? I think those are all the compressors involved. So I turned off all the other compressors on this, and then I'm just gonna push RBox even harder.
Yeah.
Just to show you how this one plugin,
back it up.
You really don't even need to.
Cash keep acting up.
Still sounds
she
good.
A whole fan, can't make it up. You a homemade bitch, clean it up. Ayy, acting up. How a lot of cash, she can back it up. She a whole fan, can't make it up. So
what I'm gonna show you is how to compress your vocal more. Because again, we're taught to only do stuff at a certain amount and it limits you. Okay, so here's without the compressor.
Ayy, back it up. How a lot of cash keep acting up. She a whole fan, can't.
And let's slowly add more and more.
Homemade bitch, clean it up. Ayy, acting up. How a lot of cash, she can back it up. She a whole fan, can't make it up.
See how it sounds better right there?
Bitch, clean it up. Sip on this. Yeah. Ayy, back it up. Whole lot of cash keep acting up. She a whole fan can't
Now the
make
goal,
it up.
it sounds
You
good,
a
but the
whole
goal
baby.
now is to bring it to the forefront, not to sound good. It already sounds good. Now we're trying to pull it to the
Back
front.
it up. Whole lot of cash keep acting
And
up.
a big mistake hip hop producers make is they think we're making the beat the thing. But in reality, when you're listening over your phone and other devices, you want the vocal to be the main event. The beat is behind that. And you want the vocal to be up front. That's where a lot of people make the mistake.
Ayy, back it up. Whole lot of cash keep acting up. She a whole fan can't make it
Not
up.
a mistake, but
You
it's
a
a
homemade
style.
bitch, clean it up.
So I'm gonna push this harder and harder just to see how hard we can go before
Whole
it
lot of
sounds
cash,
bad.
she can back it up. She a whole fan can't make it up. You a homemade bitch, clean it up. Sip on this, Ayy.
Now there's gonna be a point where it starts to sound like bitey if we compress too hard. Like you'll hear it once I push it too hard.
Ayy, back
This
it
is
up.
doable though, even though we're taking out almost 10 dB.
Ayy, back it up. Whole lot of cash keep acting up. She a whole fan can't make it up. You a homemade bitch, clean it up. Ayy, acting up. Whole lot of cash, she can back it up. She a whole fan can't
It
make
still
it
sounds
up.
good.
You a homemade bitch, clean it up. Sip on this,
Now it's on the edge of that, like where it's compressing so much that you hear almost like a bitey tone and it sounds too airy.
Ayy, back it up. Whole lot of cash keep acting up. She a whole fan can't make it up. You a homemade bitch, clean it up. Ayy, acting up. Whole lot of cash, she can back it up. She a whole fan can't make it up. You a homemade bitch, clean it up. Ayy, back it up. Whole lot of cash keep acting
So
up.
see how now we can hear it. We can hear the compressor. It feels like it's pulling and squashing. But even pulling it all the way down, technically, if I played the beat behind it, it probably still wouldn't sound bad, even though we're pushing it this hard. So don't be afraid to push your vocals. Now, again, you're gonna hear rules about using multiple compressors to do the same job because it's digital, and digital is a little more harsh the way it handles audio than like analog stuff. Like my analog EQ, I can turn it up 6 dB and it sounds really clean on the EQ. But there's for some reason, and even on my compressor, I could push it, negative 20 dB sometimes and it sounds clean and it doesn't sound squashed. On digital, for whatever reason, it does sound squashed sometimes. But even this, I pulled it pretty far down and it still sounded decent enough to be in a record. So don't be afraid to push your vocals. I just want to encourage you. That might be the reason why your vocals sound like they're not in your song, is because you're not compressing them hard enough just to get that vocal to sit up front. So I just wanted to give you permission and show you how to do it. This plugin, since you guys were asking, it's called Waves RVox, and it should be cheap. I don't know. Let's go to the website on Waves, and peace out, guys.